Hey YouTube, it's me, Sims 3 Video Creator 101, and I decided I'm gonna make a rant today. My rant is actually just gonna be about things in general, mostly about the way this society is going, because I don't like it, and yeah, there's shit in my teeth. Okay, so, my vlog is about society, or stuff about it that I dislike right now. I really am very pissed off about how certain people act towards other people. No, it is not okay to be like, you're a bad something or other just because of the way you look. If you have tattoos, that's okay. Tattoos do not define you. Tattoos are a way of expression, like how I'm expressing my point of view about this stuff. I'm using my, First Amendment, to speak about things that are bothering me and things that obviously I can't do anything about, but I'm going to talk about it because I can, and I just don't like the way people belittle people just because of certain things that have no real connection to their personality. Like, seriously, their appearance has nothing to do with their personality. Like I said, tattoos, piercings have nothing to do with their personality, and someone's bothering me because she's a little butt. Oh, that's my guinea pig, sorry. She's biting the bars and acting really hyper. Anywho, like I said, there's things that do not define you. Tattoos, your weight, tattoos, I said tattoos twice, piercings, glasses, contacts, whatever. It doesn't define the person that you are. You are you by the way that you act and how people perceive it. I mean, some people perceive it in the wrong way. People perceive me in the wrong way. People think I'm ugly. And I've been told that so many times it is possible to believe it, but I can go either way, here or there, because I don't really care anymore. I'm not in high school. I'm not in middle school. I graduated. I'm done with that little sissy bull crap. And that stuff still bothers me because it's ridiculous. I have people that I care about and I keep hearing stuff about, and it's like, what's the point? What does this gossip have anything to do with what's, the people? It's like, come on, just stop. It's either shut up or grow up. You could choose. And there are some people who are also nowadays it's really ridiculous. People don't really have that view of, falling in love and shit. That's ridiculous. There's either people nowadays it's always for one thing, sex. Sex is none of that crap to be. I've had it. It sucks. To be honest, it really does. Yes, sex is good for many of purposes. One, making people, happy. Two, connecting the people in more ways than one, and not just in a sexual manner, by the way. Also in the way of, makes your love stronger, makes you feel more comfortable, makes you feel like one person in the whole entire world can see me for the way that I am, and I'm thankful for that. And that's the beauty of, well, technically it's not considered sex if it's, between someone that you love. It's making love, and making love is more appropriate, and it means more, obviously. And nowadays people are just having sex because they can, because they think, oh, that's gonna get people to like me. I've thought that too, and you know what happened? I got used many of times, and you know what? I regret a lot of stuff I've done, but I'm over it. It's not gonna bring me down. I may have people who point and laugh and say, ha ha ha, she did it with blah blah blah, or she gave something to who knows what, but that's still none of my business, and I don't really care anymore. The past is the past for a reason. And nowadays, people are also having sex to get pregnant. That is ridiculous. Sex, making love, is not for just that. Yes, we're humans. We're allowed to procreate, but not that soon. If you're 12, if you're 13, if you're 14, if you're 15, that is your childhood right there. Right there. From 12 to 15. That is your childhood. Well, okay, maybe below 12. But like, at least 15 and below is your childhood, okay? And having sex at that age is wrong. Because that's just that just means that you weren't brought up right. I'm sorry, but that's what that means. If you can't control yourself at a young age because someone said, "Oh, you should. It's so much fun." It's not. It's really not. And I've learned this. It's like not that fun. It really isn't. It can be, but it's not. Not at a young age. To be honest, at any age, it's not really all that fun. Unless you're with a good person, you're dating that person. That person is the only person that should be seeing you naked. Anywhere at all, whatsoever. And that he actually gets you. It's understandable of how much you are gotten with this person. Otherwise, don't even. It's not even worth your time just to have sex, to make love with someone that you don't even care about. That's just wrong. Especially if you play the I love you card when you don't love them. That's just kind of all kinds of bullshit. That's wrong. Another thing is when there's guys who have a lot of friends who are females, has a girlfriend, and he says to all his friends that are female that he loves them. That's just wrong. If you have a girlfriend, you love only one. You cannot love several because you know what that does? Something in the girl brain says, "Oh, okay, he loves me. He wants to be with me." That's where that goes. When you mean, "Oh, I love you" in the friend way, not in the girlfriend-boyfriend way. And then when you tell them, they're like, "Oh my fucking God, I'm going to kill him." But you don't. You just get pissed. You cry. You get over it. You'll still be his friend. Even though he keeps telling you, "I love you," when that really is not going to help anything. It's really not. Love goes to one person and one person only. It can happen more than once, but not at the same time, because that's ridiculous. And everybody knows it, unless they're morons. And seeing how certain things are going nowadays, people are, and it's ridiculous. And you know what? This is just... it ogles me. People, this generation, it's really fucked up. I'm sorry. I was born in 1996. I don't really remember much of my childhood, but I know I was raised right. I know what's right and wrong. Well, by now I know that. I didn't know that when I was a kid. I take things... I budget a lot of stuff nowadays. I don't use a lot of... Okay, I do use some math that I learned in high school, but not as much as you would think. It's only for what I need, and what I need to help out with my family. That's it. There's that, and then there's maybe a third for me stuff only. But that's it. And I still budget, still make sure that there's enough for my family and me, and yeah, it works out. I don't get screwed out of anything. I make sure I help. That's what I do. I like to help. Now, most kids these days are lazy as fuck. I'm sorry. But if you cannot get your ass to the stove and pick yourself up some chips, a drink, and or some type of candies or ice cream, there's something wrong with you. You can't do that by yourself? I actually like taking the walks to go to, like, Wise. Yeah, a Wise. Or a Giant. Or... actually, I think that's the only two places I know of. But, like, those are, like, two places that I know of that I could easily walk... well, okay, Wise I could walk to, but I'd have to drive to go to a Giant. But the point is, I know I'm not lazy. Okay, I am maybe lazy to do dishes, but I'll at least go down the store, pick up stuff that I need to do, and then my family will be good and happy. And that's my main... to be honest, family is the most important thing to me in the world. And now nowadays, family doesn't consider half the shit. There are girls out there who would say a guy they've been dating for maybe like a day or a week is their true love, and that they should listen to them over their parents. Their parents tell them, "Oh, you should be seeing that guy. You shouldn't be seeing that guy." You know what the girls do? They still see the guy, and they end up. They know what? They end up pregnant. And that's wrong on so many different levels. You have no idea. Well, I mean, you obviously have some idea. You're watching my video. But, yeah. This is just a lot of shit that's been compiling over less than a month, maybe 2 months at least, of things I've noticed that have been going on that bother the crap out of me. And there's another thing that's bothering me. That, what was it, Boston? Something or other, some riot that was started by a cop shooting an African-American guy. I don't really know the whole situation. I didn't Google it. I didn't feel like doing any of that stuff because I'm like, okay. Either there was justice done or there was injustice done. I don't know which one because I didn't Google it or anything. But that's no reason to riot. If anything, there's better ways to communicate. This pisses me off. Let's talk about it. Don't riot. Don't burn stuff on fire. Don't punch holes in the water things so that firemen can't, take out the fire. That's ridiculous. It's like, what's the reason for it? There's people that don't even live in that area that could get stuck there and possibly killed by somebody because they don't like something that happened to someone else. They probably don't even know that they're just doing this because they can. That's retarded. I'm sorry. Retarded is not the right word, but it's ridiculous, and it's the right word for me because I don't feel like saying any other word. Anywho, this rant is all a compile of society and stuff I hate, and it's just ridiculous. Everything that I hear about and that I see that disappoints me to the most finest point of disappointment is just coming out, and I can't help it. And this is going to be like 12 minutes long, which is really ridiculous for my video, but everything I'm saying is basically, honestly, the truth, because everything I've said is ridiculous. The society of how people are acting these days is ridiculous. No size, no amount of tattoos or piercings or anything can make someone a bad person. I know a lot of people in jail have tattoos, but does not mean that people who are not in jail, who get tattoos for the fun of it, or have a meaning, like, child's name, a birthday, or, someone who died, a rest in peace thing, or something that involves cancer-related stuff. If someone gets a tattoo of that stuff, why would that make them a bad person? Exactly, it doesn't. Because that means that they care about someone or something that revolves around, whatever the tattoo is of. It doesn't have to be, or piercings have no reason, real harm. I wanted to get a nose piercing once. I didn't get it because I'm a wuss, okay? I don't like needles and stuff, and I just can't handle it. But even if I were to get one, it wouldn't matter. I wouldn't be any different. I wouldn't act any different. I'd be like, yeah, cool, I got a tattoo. Oh, yeah, I got a piercing. Oh, yeah. However, there are places I'm not going to pierce, like some people that I know that get certain areas that they shouldn't have pierced. That's ridiculous and disgusting. Like, why would you want to do that? What if you only want kids one and you can't even, milk the puppies because, you pierced them? That's ridiculous. It's stupid. It's like, what's the point? And for the people who like to tell people about that sort of stuff, you're a snitch, you're stupid, and I hate you. Nobody needs to hear about it. Nobody wants to hear about it. The only person who needs to hear about it is the person who did it to themselves. Wow, this is a really long video. This is like 14 minutes. Well, I think I'm done here. I said my piece on a lot of stuff that bothers me and a lot of shit that's actually pretty true besides all the cursing. I do apologize for that. And yeah, if you like this video, comment, subscribe, like it, don't like it, whatever you want to do. I don't care. And then, yeah. Bye-bye, YouTube.